good day. First of all, let me introduce myself first. My name is Firda Rahmadhanti, and you can call me Emma. And today I have someone special, a special guest, and we are going to discuss one of the Sustainable Development Goals, which I consider it the most important Sustainable Development Goal, or we know it as SDGs number 4, and it's about the quality of education. And we will explore how education and the English language relate to sustainable development in Indonesia, especially. And as we know, education plays a crucial role in shaping individuals, communities, and even though of a nation. And in Indonesia, issues such as educational inequality, access to learning resources, and English language proficiency remain important topics of discussion. To gain a broader perspective, I am honored to have special guest from abroad who will share her insights and her experiences education about sustainable development. She is a Filipino educator mentor and advocate for peace building and global education based in Tripoli, Libya. And I knew her from one of the online learning platforms, and she was our mentor. We called her teacher, who taught us everything about IELTS. And here we go. She's Miss Maria. Give applause.
Thank you, Miss
Oh
Emma, and
my
you really improved a
god.
lot. How are
Thank you,
you?
Miss Maria. Very well, very well. How about you?
Great. Very busy as a bee, as
As a
always.
bee, as always. Yeah, that Miss Maria. That always we know the busy person as always. Okay, Miss Maria. So, could you briefly introduce yourself to our audience, please?
Okay. Very brief, and very short. I'm Miss Maria Joniper Palmares. I'm from Philippines originally, and currently I'm working and living in Tripoli, Libya, in Africa, in North Africa. I have been here since after the revolution, so I've been here for about a decade now. And of course, aside from being a business studies teacher, I am also an academic coordinator, and during my free time, I am also a mentor from the Global Schools Program, and it is an initiative coming from the United Nations SDSN. Currently, I am also part of the GMI, the Global Mentorship organization, and also recently part of the I have lots of mentorship programs lately. Yeah, I'm also part of the Be Visionaries program, Mercedes Benz uh, program, and a Mastercard Foundation. So during my free time, I'm also volunteering as a host and as well helping others, just like Miss Emma, Miss Emma's project.
Wow, impressive, very impressive. Like you always be my role model until now.
Thank you.
Okay. To start with, many people are familiar with the term of SDGs, of course, but not everyone fully understands what they involve. Could you please briefly explain what the Sustainable Development Goal number 4, especially, and why it is important?
Actually, like some years ago, United Nations launched this what we call MDGs, or the Millennium Development Goals, and then they turn it into SDG, Sustainable Development Goals, and there are 17. And by the goal is by the end of 2030, so we have only like 4 years left. Um, all the countries, all the countries involved in the United Nations would achieve 17 targets. And one of the targets is this SDG 4, which is the quality education. And of course, like for all the educators, all the professors out there, we're all always aiming for the SDG 4 because this SDG 4 quality education really interlinks other SDGs. That's why it's very essential for us to ensure inclusive, equitable, and quality education for all, while promoting the lifelong learning. It's very essential because, of course, everybody knows that education empowers all the individuals, and in the end, it will reduce the poverty. It will promote equality. What else? It will equip all the societies with skills needed to achieve all other SDGs. That's why this is actually, I believe, the foundation of all the SDGs.
So you could
Yeah,
possibly say it like the SDG number 4 about education is the main SDG that related to another point.
it's not it's not the main SDG because there are 17, right? But then, like, this SDG is very crucial for for learning. So, for example, if it is like SDG number, the other SDGs, it's always connected with other SDGs. So,
Mhm.
because SDG 4 provides the knowledge, skills, and values to drive all the areas, everything is connected with SDG. For example, SDG 4, for example, like the health. Okay, we should know like what are the essentials when it comes with a health problem. So you need research, and research is connected with SDG 4. Another is decent work. Okay, when it comes with work, it's also connected with SDG 4 because you need to know the soft and the hard skills. So again, it all, yeah, for me personally, if we have the solid foundation of education, then it means that we can meet all the other targets.
Ah, very interesting. Yeah, 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 yeah. Really. Okay. So, in your opinion, why is quality education considered the foundation for achieving other sustainable development goals?
Yes, because as I've told you, like, okay, who will provide us the knowledge, skills, and values? It's not only the family as the basic unit, but actually the formal and informal education. So if we have the quality of teachers, the quality of the coursework, um, students, and not only students, students in the urban and rural areas will be working together, then it means that can achieve the other SDGs. Because again, SDG 4 is supporting other targets or other sustainable development goals. So without education, the SDGs cannot be achieved.
Yeah, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. But in my opinion, education often influences people's opportunities like health condition and economic. Is that uh, still related?
Yes. Like every time that you write, every time that
Mhm.
you listen, every time that you read, it all comes back with to the SDG 4. It all comes back with learning. It all comes back with education. So wherever you are, there's always the existence of
Yeah.
SDG 4. Yeah.
Okay. Now we talk about education in your country. What are some strategies or policies that your country has implemented to improve educational quality?
Well, this is really tricky, Miss Emma, because like I've never been in my country for more than 10 years,
Okay, so
right?
we talk in Libya especially.
So what I'm gonna try to in tell you will be like two answers. Like, one, my perspective as someone who's in Philippines, and one is from Libya.
Mhm.
Um, the strategies right now in Philippines, according to my friends, because most of my friends are also principals and teachers. of course, the basic, the K to 12 program. Some years ago, I think 20 years ago, once you're grade 10, after grade 10, then you can go to college or the university. So now they implemented K to 12 reformation to extend the basic education. It's just like a British curriculum that, once you finish grade 9, then you have like a three more years. So they pattern it. Same goes in Libya. They have already the K K-12 reformation some years ago. Another is the mother tongue based multilingual education. Meaning to say, like, if you're in a remote area, and if you're in the primary schools, like, KG until grade 6, you may use your language, because the language in Philippines is Tagalog, but in other areas it's not really Tagalog language. So it means that you can use your other languages as well. Another is same goes here also in Libya, because there are also other parts of provinces in Libya that they really promote Arabic language, but they have to promote as well French language, what else? English language, and their Amazigh or the Berber language. So, for example, in the western part of Libya, they also include the Berber language, because again, the Amazigh language is not known to the public, so they have to promote it and to preserve it. So that is like, mother tongue based multilingual education.
Yeah, yeah.
Another is, and I think in Indonesia there are several languages because of the islands, because of the
I
several islands.
cultures, yeah.
Yeah. And there's another strategy for the two countries, the digital literacy programs, which in Philippines, we integrate ICT in classrooms. That was, some years ago. Same goes here in Libya. We have already utilized using ICT in our daily work, but still it's new to them. And of course, the teacher training for the continuous professional development. So years ago, 10 years ago, to be specific, like, if you're a graduate of, what's this, education, you will get your license right away.
Mhm.
Okay. And then every year you have to renew your teaching license.
Okay.
But this time you have to do the teacher training. So you can renew your license unless you will present something, documents, proof that you have already, gained your master's degree, or you're participating in different programs, or you're studying different courses. It's kind of strict in Philippines for you to get now the licenses, because of course you need to have like continuous improvement. And of course in Libya, it's new to them. So most of the Libyan teachers are really taking exams, especially Cambridge exam, TKT, even IELTS, even they are professional, teachers, they have to get IELTS, not for the sake of, as a requirement, but for them to develop English, not as a second language, but uh, but the first language. So these are the strategies that, that Libya and Philippines have implemented to improve the educational quality.
Is it possible if Indonesia copy that kind of program?
Yeah, because I mean for the Philippines it's kind of complicated, because there you have the public sector and the private sector. So for the public sector, of course, because it's a free education, what is lacking in the public sector in Philippines is the teachers, the resources. For the private sector, I mean, they can follow the curriculum, but then again, like the cost of the tuition fee is kind of high. Well, private
Like
schools
that.
are like that. Private schools are like that. So and also, what I've learned is that for the private schools, even though like if the student is not that smart, or for example, like the student is not motivated to study. They have to pass the student, so that that student will reach to the other level. So again, there is some, problems, yeah, struggles in the public school and also the private school, but they're trying.
Nice, very nice. Oh my god. It's impressive. Okay, and we move to the next question. Oh my god, I still have a lot of questions. Okay, and do you think the strategies have been successful? And what kind of evidence shows their effectiveness?
There's actually a partial success in Philippines because of their strategy. There's an increase of the enrollment every academic year. There's a decline of the dropout rate in some areas, and of course, there's the literacy levels are kind of improving. However, okay, there are some challenges again, especially if
Yeah.
you're you're in the rural area or conflict area region, especially in the southern part of the Philippines, the Mindanao, very near in your
Mm.
place. Yeah, but then again, there are some evidences that show the effectiveness. For example, the national assessment
Mm.
results. What else? These national assessment results really show some little, little little improvement on literacy and numeracy. What else? There's also a study for the higher completion rates on the
Mm.
basic education compared to the previous year. So Department of Education in the Philippines have tools to find out if this academic year is successful or not. But then again, like, we still need more time to get this great scores in the exams. Yeah.
It's really hard. Yeah, it's really tough to turn them into something. I don't know, into something, into the better, yeah, the better step, right?
Yes, it's really difficult because, like, if you're going to compare your country to my country or countries in Europe, of course,
Mhm.
there's like a big gap.
Yeah.
It's not only about the curriculum itself, but also the motivation coming from the teachers. What else? The resources. So you can also check the status of all the countries. There is what we call the OECD report, and also the SDG index per country that you can actually check out on the internet. And again, Asia is kind of behind. The Southeast Asian countries are
Yeah.
kind of behind, okay, rather than the East Asian countries or the other countries as well. But there are many factors, and there are also, not really improvements, but solutions to those problems. But it always starts with the teachers, the resources and education. Possibly, there's a low budget. Uh, Possibly the education is not really the priority, but it should be the priority of the government.
Yeah, okay. As we compare it like Singapore, it's really different, right? Like it's like a sky and the earth.
Yeah, it is. There's a huge gap.
Yeah, the huge gap. Okay. And as you know, Indonesia is the very diverse country with the thousands of islands, and educational access can vary significantly depending on the location. And regarding to this, does your country also face challenges that related to educational inequality between different regions?
Yes, because, like, I mean, there's always what we call the educational inequality
Mhm.
because we have urban and rural areas. So if we have urban and rural areas, automatically there is inequality, and there are disparities in resources, the teacher quality, and the access in technology. That's what we, when it comes to the access and technology, we have this what we call digital divide, which of course, like the urban areas, they know how to use digital tools. Of course, they know how to use the AI. On the other hand, in remote areas, they don't know how to use it. And it really affects the, artificial intelligence, because there is what we call like the AI divide. And it's kind of alarming because, of course, if the remote areas do not know how to use AI or digital tools, it will affect the what's this? The output of any AI, just like the Chat GPT. Chat GPT doesn't know. I have to segue a little. Chat GPT, or even like other text to text AI models, do not really know the data in their role areas. So what's happening is that there would be a division, like a technological gap between it. So every time that you will ask some questions to the chat GPT, there's always a bias, because there's a minority group that that doesn't that the chat GPT doesn't know. And that really one of the challenges in the education, because some people now are relying on the answers coming from this AI tools.
Yeah, same. As here in Indonesia, we also face the gap, like um understanding with the digital technology, especially AI. But some students, sometimes they too depend with the AI, like it can help us. But in the other side, in the other hand, it also can be our enemy. Like don't be dependent with the digital, like artificial intelligence like that.
Yes, because like you're just helping the AI to improve more. The more that you're seeking help from any AI, the more chances to for the AI to be trained by you. Uh, the more risk coming from the environment, because of course, uh, all of these language models really use huge amount of water to cool down the their offices, their system. So again, like we every time that we use AI, we're actually destroying the environment, and people do not know about it, because no one it's not because no one really care, but no one is educating us, right? That's why
Yeah,
SDG is really essential for this matter.
yeah. And when we talk about the Indonesian, as I
Yeah.
know, from the various reports and the article, Indonesia has made progress in increasing the educational challenges like that. But these challenges still remains, especially regarding in educational quality and equal opportunities. Based on what you know about Indonesia, what do you think are some of the biggest educational challenges facing the country today?
Well, okay. First of all, obviously, it's the regional disparities, because again, there's like a huge gap between the education in the urban and the rural, especially the remote islands in Indonesia. It's so obvious. Another is the teacher quality. Uh, I I'm trying to figure out that maybe your government is really trying their best to do some training programs to all the teachers, but then again, like it's not enough. Okay, it's not enough. Another is, of course, the infrastructure gaps in the rural schools, and the language diversity. Of course, the language diversity, for example, possibly it's in the Bahasa or English, but how about in remote islands? They have no idea about the English language. So the curriculum becomes really complicated on delivering. So for example, if the curriculum is written in English language, so it means that the all the teachers in Indonesia must know how to communicate, not only speaking and listening, but also reading and writing English language. And again, it becomes really a huge problem because of the language diversity. That's that's what I have, that's what I have known about the challenges in Indonesia.
Yeah, it's really I faced those challenges also because as you know, like I'm studying again in a small university in here, and most of the students, especially in English literature program, they think that English literature program is the major for learning English from basic, but it's not. So some of them kindly like wondering, just as simple as counting from 1 to 100. It's really difficult for them. Like it's is it because of the rural area, because of the 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 infrastructure like that?
Yeah, it really, like, the area is, it plays a very important role, but at the same time, English, if you're gonna learn English language, it must be you have to start it as a, once you're in the baby, in the infant stage, where like the parents must have this English environment, and once you grow up, of course, family plays a very crucial role in learning another language. Possibly your country is really nationalistic, to the point that they love the country and they love the language so much, or possibly only, it's only my assumption, they are prioritizing the mother tongue. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
because there are some practices like mother tongue based education, which, for example, like maths. Okay, in some countries maths will be taught using English language, but in other countries, the subject maths and sciences will be taught using their mother tongue
Other
language.
language, yeah,
And it's
yeah.
it's really difficult, like, for any teacher to learn about it. And also, it will have a huge cost, expenses coming from the government itself, because you have to print lots of materials which are mother tongue based, rather than, using books from UK or from USA. So that's gonna be like one of the, dilemmas, if that's gonna be the strategy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That means like does the government should implement the new curriculum, like the teacher has to influent fluently in English like that.
Yes, actually, it all starts with the school. I mean, if the teachers can unite and talk to their, what, superintendent, yeah, educational superintendent, or a school principal, and then the Ministry of Education in your country must, find ways to integrate English language, not only in the high school level or middle school level, but starting from the primary, from the kindergarten, because that's also one of the challenges that Libya has been facing. Because, like, if Libyan parents, parents here in Libya, if they put their kids into a private school, um, they will be learning English language for a year. But for our school, for example, like I've been telling to the parents, for the new parents, like, your kid will not learn English language overnight. It's not like a 1 year program. No, it's a partnership between you, the parents, and even the student. So if the student has the willingness to learn, and if the parent has the willingness to understand that it will
Teach.
take a student some time, perhaps 2 years, 3 years. Until now, I have a student he's a grade 9 student, and he couldn't understand English language, and he's gonna take international exams. So it will be a struggle for a kid. So what happened was that there were some years ago in the western part of Libya that they already um put English curriculum in the KG program. So that's a huge step in Libya and other schools as well. Uh, I think 5 years ago, I've learned that English language in public schools in Libya um, has, they are teaching, teachers are teaching English language when the student is grade six. So
Mhm.
what happens when a student is from grades 1 to grade 5, like
Five.
what happened to the level? So now they are trying to figure out that English is very essential because it's a lingua franca, and these
Mhm.
are the practices from the country that I am in.
Yeah, yeah. I believe many Indonesian and teacher students also agree with this observation. Okay, and next. Are there any educational practices from your country that you think could be adapted or applied in Indonesia, as I asked before?
This one is really easy because there are actually community-based learning programs applied in the Philippines, actually around the world, and it can be patterned in Indonesia because I mean, in formal education, you can also include informal education, because curriculum is changing, the world is changing because of the AI. So it means that we're not only basing our skills on the four walls of the classroom, but rather, like, the education must go beyond that. For example, digital literacy integration. So we can focus um, on expounding our skills, our digital skills. Another is what's the word? I forgot the word. Informal sector. What's the word that I have always include? The electronics is kind of uh not really becoming more popular nowadays.
Yeah, yeah.
um Agriculture, because these things will be you can survive if you know these things. For example, farming. Some people do not like farming, like, oh, it's just a piece of cake, you just plant something. But then again, farming is one of the farming, or the agricultural sector, is one of the sectors that will survive in the future. If there will be problems when it comes with computers and AI, we will still going back on the primary sector. So, agriculture, learning how to fish, learning how to farm. I know it sounds crazy, but then again, these are the activities that will survive in the future. And of course, we don't do this in the formal sector, in the formal education, but rather in the informal activities. So the community-based learning programs would be really suited for us, not only in Indonesia but also like other parts of the world.
Wow. Yeah, I never think about the agriculture, like how to farm, how to fish. It's not related with education, right? But if we consider it as the ways, one of the way, like, yeah, it's possible.
I mean, we can still like progress. We're
Hmm.
progressing on this AI era, or But then again,
Yeah,
like, if you want to learn AI, you have to learn first the basics, which is being digitally fluent. Because, like, if you know how to work on, for example, any app, Canva or YouTube, how are you going to utilize it for you to what, make money at the same time help other people? Same goes with the AI, but then again, like as I told you, AI is destroying our planet. So what will be your plan B if there's no AI? So we will go back again into basics. And the basics are, of course, the primary sector activities, the agriculture, the farming, yeah, the fishing, and of course, education will also survive, especially, we still have work for the teachers. But the teachers must do now is to adapt, okay, because we have this value of adaptability, that whatever is gonna happen, you should know how to yeah, you should know how to adapt on the on the environment, even though their existence of the problems and also the creativity. So that's what we need now. Community-based learning programs. What else? Digital literacy
Literacy.
integration.
Mhm.
Yes. Another is was this teaching the life skills, teaching
Mhm.
the soft skills. And when we say soft skills, we're talking about like how to be creative, how to adapt things, what is collaboration. So these are the things that can be integrated in the classroom depending on the teacher's creativity.
Yeah, it depends on the teacher. For once again, depends on the teacher.
And
Yeah,
yes,
there's certainly something worth to considering. And as one of the English literature student, I'm particularly interested uh, in language education, especially. How important is English language education in your country? We talk English education in Philippines and also in Libya, or yeah, another country
yeah.
maybe.
Actually, like English language is very important everywhere
Mm-hmm.
because, of course, it's widely used as a medium of instruction, and it's very important to global opportunities because, like, if you can communicate using the English language, of course it will open really more opportunities, just like now, right? You can get some job opportunities, you can get some international collaborations, because we know that English is lingua franca,
Franca.
and if you know how to communicate, then of course you will get some more. It will open more doors, to be honest. So it's not only like you, for example, Tagalog. I know Tagalog language, but then again, the English language will help me hone my skills when it comes with my professional side. So this is really essential for me, especially now that I am also working on different different projects around the world.
Yeah, in Indonesia also, student is study English. Oh no, students are study English for years, but yet some of them still struggling to communicate confidently. Like myself for the first time. And why do you think learners often find speaking English more difficult than reading or writing? But I think writing is very difficult one, not the speaking.
Is it really difficult? Because I think that, okay, in terms of speaking, it's harder if that's your perspective because of the confidence issues, right? Or
Yeah.
possibly the pronunciation challenges and
Mhm.
the limited practice
Mhm.
compared to reading and writing, because like, okay, if you have a book and you have a paper and pen, you can really practice reading and writing. On the other hand, listening and speaking go hand in hand, like they are partners all the time. So
Partners.
even though like, you watch what English films or you listen to foreign songs, you're just listening, that's your input, but the output should be speaking, and there are factors, for example, the environment itself. Possibly you don't have anyone to use English language in your
Dialect,
area.
yeah.
Yeah, because of the dialects, right?
Yeah.
The confidence issues. Me too. I'm not really perfect in speaking English language, but I'm trying my best because I have, I need to
No,
practice.
don't
I
say
have to
that.
practice all the time. I have to
You're
practice every.
already fluently.
No, no. Actually, like after like 1 hour, I have an interview in I haven't. Yeah, I will be having an interview with someone from UK. So I have to practice because my listening skills, because I mean there are lots of dialects in
Dialects.
UK. Exactly. And I need to be confident because like it's a make or break. It's really a huge deal. So again, the pronunciation challenges, I think that they are we sometimes we're like, for us Southeast Asian, people, we're kind of intimidated with with
Yeah, yeah,
Americans,
yeah.
right? With yeah, not only the Americans, but the other countries who are from the West, I should say, or the other foreigners. But then again, like, we have to be proud because this is not our first language. And sometimes most of the times we are very conscious when it comes with
Mhm.
our grammar. So my students, they one of my students took his IELTS and he got only 5.5. I told him, check. Yeah, I have to mention his name, Omar. His name was Omar. I asked Omar, like, okay, what's your mistake? Because we didn't have time to practice, especially the IELTS.
Uh,
It will take like a longer time, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
so the only one which was really high was six. I think 6 or 6.5, and it was speaking. So it's like, yeah. So it means that you have to improve on not only on speaking, but actually on your reading and writing, because all of them actually have the connection with the critical thinking skills. So yeah, you have a good accent, but if there's no was that quality of the message, and you don't know how to communicate properly, so I believe that that's going to be a communication failure. So that's my take.
Yeah, I've been said it multiple times to my friends who are, like they are younger, much younger than me. And they asked me like, sister Emma, how you can speak like that? Like maybe they heard myself like clearly and fluently, more fluently, not that fluently, right? And I multiple times say to them like, practice. Don't be shy. Don't be confused about the grammar. Just confident. Just practice
Yes.
it. Speak it. Whatever you want, speak it. Like, don't worry if people look at you like, oh my god, you're crazy. Why you talk
Yeah.
yourself like that? Yeah, don't worry like that. Like, if you don't have someone to practice, then practice by yourself. It's really. And I told them like, if you cannot speaking, then about how about writing? If we talk about IELTS writing, it's more difficult.
Yes, I agree. And there are also tools. I mean, they can use ChatGPT as their partner
Mhm.
to help them practice speaking. But then again, every time that they will use AI, they're just training the AI
They just
to
like
improve.
lack of the vocabulary. I once told them like, you could practice with the ChatGPT because ChatGPT has the voice like that.
Yeah.
You can practice with it like, but they say like, oh my god, we are lack of the vocabulary. That is the main problem because the vocabulary. What is the best way for them to like learn harder vocabulary?
Well, it depends on the context, Miss Emma. It depends on the subject. But what's more important is to practice it. For example, like the peer conversation, depending on the topic. If we talk about AI, of course, you have to be ready on the words which are connected with AI. Now that you know that, like, there's what we call the digital divide, and there are other things that you have to learn. We have what we call hallucinations, and there are also what's the word, MLLs, yeah, and then the SEOs. So there are some words for each topic. So we you can they can try to practice the basics. For example, the weather or the food. What else? The education, or it's simply the courses. I mean, the subjects that they are in. So the general topics first, they can do it to
Mm-hmm.
build the confidence. Peer conversation, and another is, of course, there are some apps and video calls for this role playing activities in classrooms, and of course, yeah, immerse themselves in different environments. For example, fellowship programs
Yeah.
outside Indonesia,
Yeah.
presentations outside, and there are opportunities, especially for the young people. There are lots of projects that you can join outside your country. And it's so, it's so sad that I'm really old, to the point that I want to join some of the initiatives, but I cannot anymore. I cannot anymore because of my age. But for you guys,
And
like,
like,
y- st- start searching outside your country.
why is it like you're really old? You're not that old, Miss Maria.
I I am.
You
I
sound
am
like my
old.
grandma. You sound like my grandma. Oh my god, I'm really old.
I'm really I'm really old. Like, not really old, but then again, like, I'm on the stage in my life that I want to
Mhm.
do everything. And I want to try everything because of the curiosity. So I believe that the values of curiosity, having commitment, and also creativity played a really, play really a big role in my life lately, to the point that, I should share it with others. So, stay curious all the time. So if you have something, for example, search it from LinkedIn, because most of, I think, the grown-ups right now, they are using social media just for fun, but there are other social media to build their career. For example,
Yeah.
Instagram,
LinkedIn.
job hunters,
Yeah, LinkedIn,
companies,
Educator.
large companies are checking our Instagram and also LinkedIn. So,
Mm.
using those platforms, like, you can also, you can join different events by discovering it from different platforms, and by then, of course, you can practice English language.
Very practical suggestions. And I wish I could implement, yeah, I could implement it for my friends, for my students, not students, friends and students. Okay, next. Oh, now we already discussed it. So, yeah, we already discussed it. We can use the ChatGPT and so on. Okay, this
Yeah.
one. And how has technology contributed to educational development in your country, especially after the COVID-19 pandemic? After the COVID-19
Actually,
pandemic,
after
you
the
know, like,
COVID, yeah. I mean, the technology was really, really fast, to the
mm-hmm,
point that the government cannot really, even the government and other agencies cannot really cope up with the speed of the technology. But what I'm trying to, think about this in this way, that technology can really reduce the inequality
yeah,
if there is an equal access to online resources, and also the teacher training. Because, again, what's happening is this: with the age of AI, we cannot, how can I say this in a very, we still, okay, we have the AI, right? But then again, we still don't know how to use PowerPoint presentation. There are some people who do not use, or who do not know how to use PowerPoint
PowerPoint,
presentation,
yeah,
or even like Microsoft Offices, like
mm-hmm.
the offline apps. And this is very, very alarming on my part, because, like, how can we shift into using AI tools, but the basics of the digital, apps, we still don't know how to operate it. So we have to start with the basic of technology and having this digital mindset first, because you never know what if there will be no more computers, or there will be lack of AI. So we have to start with the very basic, which is the critical thinking skills. So from there we can identify which technology is useful and harmful for us. Okay, and then from there we can practice the tools, especially the computer, how to operate also the internet. Some people do not know how to use internet, right? And
Yeah,
even
yeah, yeah.
even how to make your own email. So we will start with the basic first before we jump into this AI thing, because again, we are actually creating a digital divide if there's no connectivity, and if there are no devices, if they are not available for everybody. So again, technology can help us to make our work faster. Okay, if you have already those equipments and devices, but then again, not all people have
Have
this
this devices
digital.
and opportunity.
Yeah, they don't have it. So that's that, and because of this, it will form inequality,
Yeah.
right? So there's still the technology can help us, but then on the other side, people are still do not
Struggling
have
to
any
access
access.
technologies access. Yeah.
Exactly. So, and how are we going to reduce inequality? Again, well, we can have SDG 4
Mhm.
quality education by, again, providing resources, providing devices, and then teaching them how to use it
Yeah.
correctly and
Correct.
smartly. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, yeah. I couldn't agree more, because not only Indonesian but a lot of people out there, digital learning is already created both opportunities and challenges, right? And okay,
Yes.
next. Do you think the technology can help reduce educational inequality, or does it sometimes create new forms of inequality? Yeah, you just said it before.
Yeah, we answered that part, I guess.
Okay. And last, the last question. As we approach the end of the discussion, okay, if you could give one piece of advice to Indonesian students who wanted to succeed academically and perhaps contribute sustainable development or the educated society, what would it be?
One piece of advice. I have lots of advices. Okay.
No,
First,
it's okay
first of
to
all,
pick
it's like
one.
now I have to. Okay. Everybody must stay curious. Like, there's like one line that I really love. I already posted it in one of my. What's this? Yeah, I posted it before. Michelangelo. I guess Michelangelo
Michael.
is from Italy, like the famous guy, painter, and yeah, in the past. There's a line that he says, "Ancora imparo," and this is an Italian line, and "Ancora imparo," which means I am still learning. So even though like he's a great guy and a very famous Italian artist, he wanted to stay curious. He wanted to learn more until the end of his time. He wanted to study more. So again, you everybody must use education not only to achieve, the personal success, but uh everybody must apply the knowledge and skills that we acquired from our teachers, from the environment, from the school, or outside from your friends, in solving real problem challenges. Because yeah, if you know something but it's stuck and you don't want to apply it in real world, or if you don't want to find solutions in our challenges in this world, then I think that what's the use of it, right? So again, you have to stay curious, you have to stay updated, read a lot, and be resilient, because these challenges can really test our limits, and
Yeah.
and and these challenges can really make or break you. So aside from being curious, you have to be creative. And it's not only like creative when it comes with the arts, it's beyond that. It's beyond how to draw or whatsoever. But when I say being creative, it means that you have to think outside your box. You have to think of the solutions to your problems, or the real world problems, and you have to stay committed, because when we stay committed, it means that we
Yeah.
focus on solving it, with or without the motivation, and it will lead to, dedication and devotion in the end. So yeah, stay curious. Yeah, the three C's: curiosity. What's the word? Actually, it's my homework.
Creativity.
It's actually my homework from my other lesson. Uh, Curiosity, creativity, and
Creativity.
commitment.
Commitment. Okay, three C's: curiosity,
Yes,
creativity, and commitment. Okay,
yes.
inside my
And
head right now.
if you have those values, then
Mhm.
you will be a successful individual.
Wow, I think I will give title for this
It's
podcast.
not
Three
about being
C's.
successful individual, but rather a successful individual who can solve small or big problems. Because what we're doing right now, Miss Emma, is a way for us to solve something. It's not an
Correct.
ordinary. Maybe people would say like it's a conversation, yeah, right. But then again, like you're learning something, and once they listen, it's part of the SDG 4 quality education. And
Correct.
once they adapt it, it again, SDG 4 is being there.
Yeah. Guys, you know why? What's the reason why I really love this person so much? Oh my god, she's my role model from 2018, I think, Miss Maria.
Is it before or after COVID? I'm not sure.
It's it's in COVID.
I think
I do
after.
after it.
After, yeah, it's after COVID.
Yeah, and she will always be my role model. She has
Oh, thank you. You should have your
like
own LinkedIn, Miss Emma. You don't have any LinkedIn.
LinkedIn. I do.
Are you sure?
I do. I have, but
I'm really impressed with, like, okay, because after this I have a meeting with Pearson, Pearson Edexcel, like,
wow.
connected with Cambridge, and after 4 hours
Wow.
I'm going to meet my mentee from Nigeria. She yeah, the same age as like you, but what's the difference between you and my mentee is that at the early age of 20, I guess, she's having her own initiative. She has her own project. So this is what,
Um,
and this is really what's this, inspiring for me, because like, there is really hope in this future, in this world. There's really hope, because like we're now getting serious, and grown-ups are retiring. I want to have my own retirement very soon, and now it's the time for you guys to to yeah, to change the world, because we're done. Like we have already passed the torch. We're passing the torch to all of you guys. And then what we need now is, just a little guidance, and you're, on your go. So good luck, guys and gals.
Miss Maria, I'm really jealous. Yeah, I'm really jealous for your achievement. Like, I want to be like you someday. Really?
Oh, what do you want? Make your own initiative. I'm really encouraging, really, the youth, even my students, like, have your own project, and then from there, like, we can expound it. Recently, like, I not recently, after the COVID, I had a project for
Mhm.
my business students, because I was controlling the whole business department. So we, every January, we sell shakes and pancakes, and accidentally, and accidentally, there's like one post from LinkedIn, about like this challenge, like you apply this for a competition. So yeah, out of curiosity again, like, I applied, and I chose the name of the title, yeah, everything, and we won. And we won. And yesterday, and last year we won again. Um, it was really funny because like my students were really surprised about it. It was really just selling pancakes and shakes every January, every winter, and we were placed by the Global Schools program as part of the case study for this year. So again, these are like small projects that you can really expound. I mean, if you have like small community, and then you can teach English perhaps, or promote English, and then yeah, that will be your initiative. Right now, I'm still working on my initiative on YouTube channel.
Yeah,
Because
I
no
watch
one,
it. I watch it.
which one? The sustainability starts here, or
Um,
the
watch.
study time? Because I have to write.
No, I think like the study time.
Okay, the study time was okay.
Yeah,
The problem.
you want to say proper because I think it's simple, really simple. It's simple.
It was really simple. It's out of curiosity. The study time with Miss M was just a curiosity coming from my friend. So he
Okay.
told me, my friend from the US asked me, how about you make your own, video? And I said, okay, yeah, out of curiosity again. And then I think 2 years ago or a year ago, I had a how would happen? I had a project with my mentees, because my mentees during the time were teachers from North Africa. So I was I was teaching sustainability. I was training them for the
Okay.
sustainability from the United Nations.
Is it your another account YouTube?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
What? It's like the YouTube. I will search it. What is it?
The title. Okay, it's sustainability starts here. Sustainability starts
Sustainability
here. Yes, this is
starts
like a
here.
new, yeah, it's a new YouTube channel, but this time I'm I need to use my face. I need to do some PowerPoint presentation explaining many things, and I also invite educators around the world, or even even your professor, to have like a 5 minute talk about anything about sustainability or anything about the SDGs. It's really my baby YouTube channel, because I haven't promoted it, but then again there will be a huge impact because it's a
It
non-profit
will. It will.
thing.
It
Yes,
will.
it's just like not really for fun, but I just want to make sure that I have something, I have something in this world.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Impressive. Yeah. Oh my God. Okay. Thank you very much, Miss Maria, for sharing your what can I say? Valuable insight. Oh my God, valuable insight and experiences with us, with me today. Yeah, it
Yeah.
has really been an honor to learn from your perspective.
I
And
hope that you're going to have. Okay, let me, because I'm doing screenshot, by the way.
what is it?
Oh no, it's not a screenshot. Okay. Did I do screenshot?
Oh, you want to do screenshot?
This is I'd say oh screenshot. Okay. Done. I
Oh my
know,
God.
no, no.
Look at my face.
No, no, not yet. Oh my god.
Oh my God, I
The
should.
power of technology. Okay, ready, ready. One, two, three. Okay, this one can be really good for the LinkedIn. LinkedIn purpose.
Oh my
So
God.
what are we going to do here? Like you're gonna give this to your professor or what?
Um, actually, I'm still learning for my bachelor, and after that, I want to do the master in I don't know, maybe the humaniora or communication. It's still related with English literature, maybe, or education. I
Wow.
really want to be a lecturer so much. I don't know.
Lecture?
Is it too late for me? Oh my god,
No,
what is my age?
no. Actually, like, okay, if you want to be a lecturer, then it means that you need to make some initiative, or you better start learning AI. That's the one of the most important. You need to
Mm.
start working on the fellowship programs. You need to join lots of courses, not because you need it badly, like to know the skills, but also for collaboration. Right now I have like two fellowship programs that I'm attending,
What is
and
the
then
fellowship programs?
one course is about AI. That's why it's for me to be fluent for this topic. And another one is I don't know, women's ascension. I always check every time that I check LinkedIn, there are lots of um yeah, fellowship programs, not only for me but for everybody. So I really encourage you. What else? Master's degree is really good, having master's degree, because if you want to be a lecturer, it's a must.
Mhm.
But for me, I don't want to continue my master's anymore since I am retired.
No, no,
Retiring.
there's no border. There's no border age. Not no one can
It's
age.
it's not about the retiring, but I want to make, um I
Something
want
useful.
to, yeah, something that I really want to do. So yeah, possibly making a business. Why not? Having my
So,
own
so
farm.
is that mean you don't want to start it?
No, it's not about studying, but for me, I think teaching is enough. Like
Mm.
teaching students is actually like done. I'm done. Like 20 years of teaching is kind of long, and I want to be in another. I want to try other things. So mentorship, being a mentor to other people is one of the skills that I unlocked recently. So I'm really happy about it. What else? Yeah, learning videos, and
Actually, Miss
yeah.
Maria, if you make a class or online class about something that you want to tell, I will be your student. It doesn't matter about the tuition. It doesn't matter about the money. I want to join it.
Well, it's about, like, I have to build my brand first, and my
Hmm.
personal brand will take some time, because again, I'm really, there are lots of project going on, to the point that I have to start from the very beginning. Like, if I have my own personal brand, I have to delete my Instagram, I have to change my Instagram, I have to do my TikTok, I have to do the YouTube channel. So right now I'm enjoying my time on the YouTube channel, although, like, I'm not really consistent on on doing videos, but it's summertime. Maybe I can do it. Also, right now I am also teaching students. I'm also teaching students, but reviewing them for their SATs. So SAT is from the American curriculum.
What is that? Pardon?
SAT is like a standard. It's a standardized exam in USA. So
Ah, okay, okay.
it's really new to me, because, like,
Mhm.
I only revise students for if there's a Pearson exam or Cambridge exam or even IELTS. Like, okay, I can do it. Like, I do have materials, but then this one is really new to me. So yeah, so once I consolidated everything that I am know, then I can make a huge program. I'm not sure, but then again, like, the sustainability starts here might be like one of the programs that I'm going to be in. So for example, like, courses about how to do this and how to do that, something like that. But it's still my idea. And if you have an idea into your mind, for example, like, grab it, because I'm not a religious person, but what I know is that the universe gives you that idea for you. So it's either you take it or you throw
Okay.
it away.
Yeah.
Because if you throw it away, someone will get that idea, and then you will it's a gift from the universe. So if you don't get it, someone will take it, and you will have some regret. So if you have an idea on your mind, what you need is just to write it, Okay, so that you can own it, you can claim it, and eventually maybe in the future you will use that idea. So
Inshallah.
that's what
Amin.
happened.
Yeah.
That's that's what happened when I started that sustainability starts here, because it was only an idea out of the what happened. There was an incident that I made. There was an online discussion. I made an online discussion among all the mentees from the global schools program, and then and there came an idea of how about if I ask some teachers to make a video, a 5 minute video about, like, their practices in the classroom, put it online, and that's it. But then again, like, yeah, I don't have much time to persuade other teachers, although like some teachers, we persuaded, but it takes me some time because I found out that I have to learn using Canva, using this and that. So I'm preparing myself for this, and yeah, I think that I'm okay with it, because one thing that I've learned is this collaboration. So aside from the creativity part and commitment, collaboration is really the key. So I guess that after this homework of yours or project of yours, people will add me on the Instagram or this or LinkedIn.
Yeah.
I don't know, but that will be for sure.
So that means like it doesn't matter. Is it okay for me to put your Instagram account or YouTube account?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay. I will edit it. I will put your Instagram account page here.
Yeah, for the sake of your project as well, because I mean, your professor will might think that, oh, maybe Miss Emma is faking this project. No, it's
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, 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 Sarah. I won't be fake it. I won't fake the project.
and good luck to your endeavors, and good luck to your, yeah, projects.
Oh my God. Thank you, Miss Maria. Okay. Before we end the discussion, I would like to. Is it okay if I say
Yeah,
something? I would like to
yeah.
leave everyone with a simple question reflect on. If education has the power to change a life, imagine what it could do if every child in this world had equal access to equality education. Okay, thank you everyone who has listened to our chit chat. We hope this discussion has inspired you to keep learning, keep growing, and keep believing in the power of education. See you and have a wonderful day. Thank you, Miss Maria. Oh my God.